Hello and welcome to Experiencing Love. I'm your host, Philip Jocks, and I'm so glad that you're here. I truly don't understand why I don't record more earlier in the day because I am just so much higher in energy than I am when I record at night. Like, I know you can see it. I know it. I can see it. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. I'm here right now, and over there is a problem for later. That is such a fun way to think about that. Anywho, I noticed something very interesting to me over these last few days when it comes to the content that I'm creating. Not just what time I create it, but what I'm creating and where I'm putting it. As you may very well know, I've been doing my 30 and 30 challenge, trying to create offers and put them out into the world with the practice of putting out offers, being comfortable doing so, feeling like it's okay if it works or doesn't. Like, I'm all right being humiliated, even though that's not the goal. If it happens, it happens. But what I've noticed recently is I've been stretching myself a little too thin. I've been taking all the content that I've been making and trying to source them on different platforms. I've been putting it on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok as well as YouTube, and I've noticed I started to not like doing it anymore. I noticed that I wasn't enjoying making the videos or creating or making the offers. It was the same thing with my shorts that I make from these episodes. I wasn't enjoying it anymore. And some way, somehow, somewhere along the line, I lost the point. I lost the plot. I was missing my story as to why I'm doing this. And this morning, I got that download that in my head where I just realized, Philip, return to what you like to do. For a while, I was a little bit confused and wondering what offers I wanted to make, how I wanted to make them, when I wanted to make them. And because of that, I stopped focusing so much on what do I like to do? What do I normally do? What do I feel called to give to other people? In returning to that, I realized many of my offers are different to what I usually do, or I'm not even offering the things that I love to do most. I have a lot of information stored up in this brain of mine. Everything from productivity to efficiency to relationships to love to exercise to diet. There's just so much up there. And one thing I love to do most is sharing what I know. Sharing what I know, but not in the way of just teaching, but in the way of having a conversation and being open to having my mind changed if I'm met with better information. I was missing that for a while. I really was. And I came back to that now. I also came back to not posting on the other social media platforms. Because if I'll be honest, those platforms sometimes feel like almost like a virus to me. And not in that it's a virus in itself, but in that when I use it, I feel like I've infected myself with something. I feel like I start to lose a part of myself. Because since doing that, I've noticed I was using TikTok, which I haven't done in years. I've been using Facebook almost every single day, watching videos. I've been using Instagram, looking at videos there as well. And this is all stuff that I know doesn't actually help me grow. Yeah, I would love to post on there. I would actually love most to have someone else post on there for me. Someone who takes my content, repurposes it, worries about captions and whatnot because they know how those platforms work and they handle that for me. I want to focus on what I love to do, what I feel called to do. Making these videos, having calls, helping people with their problems and whatever they have going on. I made a note a couple nights ago where I just gave great appreciation and gratitude to my past and the person I am for being the type of person that people trust talking to. And that statement comes from examples in my life, not just this idea of what I want to be. I think for a while I was actually in denial. I thought, nah, who would want to talk to me? What do I have to say? What do I have to share? But then time and again, through love and connection and just being with other people, they feel safe and comfortable enough to really open up and be vulnerable with me to a level that I know that they're not having these conversations with just anybody. And I take great pride in that, knowing they trust me. They feel safe with me. I was sharing this exact statement, this exact sentiment with a friend of mine just a few days ago, and she described me as having this loving and grounded presence. And honestly, I still struggle with accepting that or confirming that, but over time, the evidence is just adding up. I'm not saying that it's the grounding thing. I'm just saying that there is something going on. And I want to lean into that. I want to lean into that because when I'm in those situations with people where I'm talking with them and they feel safe enough to tell me what's going on and to trust that I'm not going to judge, I'm going to come from a place of love and share what I know. When I'm doing this, I'm not coming from a place of trying to sell someone something. My pure intention is, how can I help? What can I do to help? How can I support you? What can I do to help you learn from this, grow from this? That's what I feel called to do. I know that there's times where some of the things that I can do, some of the things that I say can come off pretty formal. Another friend of mine just recently told me that my texts come off as so business formal sometimes, and I don't mean them to be that way. Funny enough, with this person, I'm actually more relaxed than I am with others. So I can only imagine how other people receive my texts. And I know that something like that has caused me trouble in the past. People believing that I may be insensitive or a bit too rigid through my text because I can't express the emotion and nuance that I have through my voice, through my body. So I know that I could come off that way sometimes, which for me is the beauty of recording, which for me is the beauty of creating these videos. Because even if I do speak that way, use the words in a specific way, I at least know that they could connect with someone. I'm going to take a quick pause real quick. I'll be so honest, I actually don't know if that sentence just made sense. Either way, I'm going to leave it in there. I'm talking about in terms of grammar. Because halfway through that sentence, I heard a fire truck outside blare its horn for a sec and completely lost my train of thought. It just said, full stop, got him, roasted. So, anyways, theme of the day, download of the day, is lean into what you do best and what you want to do. There's a lot of things you can be doing, and eventually you'll get there. When I was first starting, I saw a lot of advice out there from content creators saying that when you're just starting, focus on one platform, master it. Like really figure out what works there, how you present yourself, what type of content works, who's your audience. Then and only then you can add on maybe another platform or maybe another two. It's so easy for us to want to be like all these huge channels that are out there, huge accounts that post on every single platform. But the thing is, they have massive teams to do so. Or maybe they're not massive, but even just having one other person, two other people, three other people means that the person creating doesn't have to focus on different strategies and different platforms and different audiences. They get to just focus on creating the best quality work they can. I'm not in that place right now. I am still doing everything myself. I'm still recording myself, editing myself, I'm posting myself, and I know I'll get there. I know I'll get there with time, with persistence, because I truly believe that wherever I'm meant to end up, this is the path I'm meant to take. It's a crazy one, it's an exciting one, it's a frightening one sometimes, but it's the right one. That's the most important piece. The question is not, is it going to be easy or hard? The question is it going to be worth it or not? And I truly believe that it's going to be worth it. Because even if I stopped all of this today, which I won't, I know that I've already learned this crucial lesson of one, selling things and how it's important for me to truly believe in what I'm selling. I don't believe myself to have that type of salesman charisma that they could just pick up anything, anywhere, and be able to sell you on it. In all honesty, sometimes, it feels salesy to me. It feels like those people don't care about what they're selling. They're caring about your money, or they're caring about what you're bringing in. And that's probably just a story of mine. That's my own beliefs, maybe holding me back. But what I know is that I don't need to have that natural salesman charisma for everything if I just truly sell what I believe, because then it's coming from my heart. Then people know it's real. My goal is not the money coming in. My goal is the experience and the gifts that I get to give out. If I had my way, I would probably say that my goal is to travel the world and help people from all over, from different cultures, from different walks of life, and help them live the life that they're meant to live. However that may look. Maybe for some people that's giving resources, giving time and money. For some people that may be giving my energy or giving my presence. For some, that may be just bringing two people I know together. If I had my way, I would love to do that for the rest of my life, and I honestly plan to. It's going to take a bit of time as I get there, and that's just the point. Because the more time I put in now, the more effort I put in now, when it grows, it's going to last that much longer. It's going to be that much stronger. Because I do have this belief that the faster things come in, the faster they leave, right? If money comes in super fast, then it's going to leave just as fast. If opportunities come in rapid fire, at the same speed, they could be taken away. But if you slow roll into things, if you slow roll into a relationship, into a job, into a career, into a dream, a vision, a goal, then as you make persistent action, and it takes a while to work out, it's more likely to have that slow roll out as well. That's what I want for this channel. I don't want this to just abruptly end one day. No, I want this to be something that flows and morphs and becomes something bigger than I can ever be, than I can ever imagine. And to do that, for right now, I have to stick to what I do best. I have to stick to what drives me, what fulfills me. Because as of right now, it isn't a matter of converting time into dollars. I have to convert emotion into action. And if I don't have the heart in this, if I don't have the emotion, I'm going to stop. I'm going to quit. So most importantly for right now is for me to make sure my heart is in this every single day. And I will do whatever I have to ensure that. I don't often see heart out there in the world for what people do. They exist all over the place. And maybe I just haven't trained myself to look out for it. But I know that when someone loves what they do, they bring a different type of passion, a different type of creativity, a different type of result into everything that they touch. I really want that to be me, and I'm going to make that me. So, with all that being said, what I wish for you, the viewer, the audience, the person looking at my face or listening to my voice right now, I want you to do what you do best. I want you to share your love, your passion, your drive with the world. There is something out there that calls out to you, and all I want for you is to give that to someone who's never had it before. Show them what's possible. It may take time, it may be hard, but I promise you, it's worth it. So until next time, just remember to always, always, always fill up with the love. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. I love you.